Okay, Mad Dog 2001 responding to an Oxide video about 10 top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. I guess we'll just get started at number 10 for me is a tie between Mick Foley and The Rock. The reason why The Rock is so, I would say, low on this list, considering I watched wrestling during the Attitude Era, the reason why I would say he's too low is because I never liked the if you smell what The Rock is cooking gimmick, the whole. To me, I didn't like him because I was a big Stone Cold fan, and you'll find out later. But if I had to rate The Rock, the only reason he's on this list is because I loved him when he was in the Corporation. I liked the heel Rock. And Mankind, what else can I say about him? Number 9 would be the freak of nature, Brock Lesnar. The reason I liked him so much is because they pushed him the right way. Unlike, Bobby Lashley and Batista and guys like that. But I liked Lesnar. Number 8 would be Chris Jericho. I liked Chris Jericho. The only reason why he's, I would say, high in this list and not, or low, or however you want to extinguish it, is because Jericho was basically when he came in, I didn't care for him. I didn't care for him until he got into the World Heavyweight picture with The Rock. Had a great match with The Rock at No Mercy. And also, it was No Mercy in 2001 during the whole invasion angle, which was so great, and Jericho played a big part in the invasion angle, which was my favorite angle in wrestling. I love that angle. Number 7 would be Kane, just because for a man who is big as he is and what he can do, I like Kane. I mean, what can I say? I didn't really care too much for the whole masked Kane, to believe it or not. I liked it when he removed the mask, which is a lot of people love the whole masked Kane. I didn't like the masked Kane except for like the first year, because he was like slow and he was getting beat all the time. He's getting beat now, but now he seems a little bit more, well, maybe not now, but maybe in 2005, which I think was probably Kane's best year, the unmasked Kane. He was faster, stronger, and feared still. I mean, he was a heel / face, back and forth. Number 6, and I'm a Big Show mark, is the Big Show. I like the Big Show because, like I said, the guy's 500 pounds. Most 500-pound men or male or people are sitting on the couch watching TV, This guy is an athlete. He's 7'2", 500 pounds, has like a size, 32 shoe, and what he can do for his size is amazing. That's why he's high on this list. Number 5 is not even a good wrestler on this list. I like him because he's entertaining, is JBL. Not so much this new JBL, but I like the JBL when he was on SmackDown, because he put a whole new definition on the heel wrestler. The fact that JBL, and he's not as bad as a wrestler as some people would say he is. Of course, he's up there in age too, just like he's a veteran wrestler, and he's been doing this his whole life. I mean, those have never checked out his radio show, I would recommend it. At least when he first started his radio show, he'd talk about how he'd get into wrestling, or how he used to be, like, when he first started, because when you first get into wrestling, you're on the road 24/7, and he wasn't making a lot of money, just enough to eat, and that was about it. So, and that's for all wrestlers, but JBL has a really good story, and I recommend you guys go check it out on his radio show. He'll bring it up one day. Number 4 would be Chris Benoit. For his wrestling ability, you gotta like. I'm a big mark when it comes to technical wrestling. Number 3 would be Stone Cold Steve Austin. The only reason why he's not higher, I guess, would be the two guys that are in front of him, which you can probably maybe understand why. Stone Cold, what can I say? Good face, good heel. He's always played the bad guy face and the bad guy heel very well, and you gotta love him in that invasion angle. He was hilarious for a heel. He played a very good comedic heel / evil heel, or whatever you want to talk about. Number 2 would be The Undertaker, and I love The Undertaker. There's nothing. The only reason why I don't to be honest with you, I don't care for this whole dead man gimmick he has, this whole graveyard. I think it's gotten a little bit old. I really like the biker gimmick. He just seemed a little bit more tougher. He talked on the mic. It seemed like he was, I don't know if he was better in the ring or not, but he was in the World Heavyweight picture more often, and people cared about the story. I don't know if too many people besides maybe the smart marks really care about this Undertaker Edge at WrestleMania. I know I really don't care. I mean, as far as I would, I'm looking forward to the match, but I already know who's going to win. I mean, I don't think anyone honestly believes Edge is going to be the one to defeat the streak. I mean, this is, in my mind, I don't know. Some people are enjoying the way they're building this. I just don't care. And I think if Undertaker came back as the biker, or some type of different style where he used the mic, because he does have good mic skills, he just doesn't get the chance to use them because he has no... The only reason I liked him when he was a Phenom is because he had a big group around him, like the Ministry of Darkness. And number one, and those that don't know my channel or don't know who I am, number one, Kurt Angle. And there's a big reason for it. I'm probably one of the biggest Kurt Angle fans you're going to run into. I got his book. The cover's off. I've had the book since it came out, and I still haven't finished reading it because I don't like reading. But I'm about halfway through. But I'm on page 167. I've been reading it for like 5 years. A page a year. But anyways, he's a very good wrestler. I think one of the best of all time. Just the fact that he's been in so many classic matches. Him, HBK at WrestleMania 21, him and Lesnar at 19, him and Benoit at the Royal Rumble of 2004, also WrestleMania 16 with that triple threat, and at WrestleMania 17 he faced him. He had a decent match against Kane even at WrestleMania 18. Let's see, what else has he had? That great triple threat match with Rey Mysterio and Orton at WrestleMania 22. One Night Stand 2006 with Randy Orton. That was an awesome match. If it wasn't for the Cena RVD match, people would be talking about the Orton Angle match, which I thought was a better match anyways. Probably one of the best matches I've ever seen. My favorite Kurt Angle match is WrestleMania 21, where he faced Shawn Michaels. He won that match, and he went over real well. Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle were on that same level, and Kurt Angle just, he walked out of there cleanly. He beat him clean, and that's what I liked about it. He's had great matches. Since he's went to TNA, though, I mean, TNA's given him the chance to run with the company, to be the man in charge, but the reason why it's not working is because Kurt Angle isn't a big star. He's a heel wrestler. It's very tough to be the face of your company and to be a heel, and I think that's probably a main reason why the smart marks or some of the fans out there that don't like Kurt. I don't understand how anyone could even have a top 10 wrestling list and not at least put Kurt Angle in it. I mean, he obviously is one of the best of all time, at least in mainstream. I don't know too much about Japan wrestling, but I'm talking about mainstream wrestling. He's one of the best of all time, and he's only been doing it for like 8 years, and he's had better matches and great matches than some of these longtime veterans like Triple H even. I mean, I think Kurt has had better matches than Triple H. And Kurt Angle doesn't have to have gimmick matches to make great matches either, like some guys in the business. Triple H's best matches he's had have been gimmick matches. Same thing with Mankind. Mankind seems like he can only have a good match if it's a gimmick match, which is fine. That's his style. And he's taken so many bumps, I'm not going to take that away from him. But as far as a pure wrestler and a pure athlete is concerned, Kurt Angle, in my mind, is the best out there. Maybe not this very second, because, he is up there, he's in his 30s. But within the last, 5-10 years, he's been one of the greatest of all time. And for that, I think he's one of the greatest of all time without him only being in the business for 8 years. And that's saying something. This is Mad Dog 2001. Out.